The baby had not looked at a single person for weeks. Not her parents. Not the doctors. Not even the bright toys waved right in front of her face. But the moment the golden retriever stepped into the room, her eyes locked onto him and would not move. Not for a second. Before you keep listening, make sure you subscribe so you do not miss stories like this. And tell us in the comments where you are watching from and what time it is there. The baby's name was Lily. She was 10 months old and silent in a way that scared everyone around her. She did not laugh. She did not cry much either. She did not turn her head when someone called her name. It was like the world passed by her, and she never noticed. Her father, Aaron, noticed everything. He noticed how other babies at the park babbled nonstop. He noticed how Lily sat still in her stroller, staring at nothing. He noticed how people tried to make her smile, and then slowly stopped trying when she never reacted. That evening, Aaron stood in the kitchen with his hands pressed against the counter. His jaw was tight. His eyes were tired. "This isn't normal," he said. "We can't keep pretending it is." His wife, Claire, sat on the floor near Lily, rolling a soft ball toward her. It bumped into Lily's leg. She did not look down. "She's just quiet," Claire said, but her voice shook. "Some babies are just quiet." Aaron turned around fast. "Quiet is one thing. This is nothing. She doesn't even look at us." Lily sat there holding the corner of her blanket, rubbing it between her fingers over and over. Her eyes stayed low, unfocused, like she was looking through the floor. Aaron walked over and gently clapped his hands once near her. Not loud. Just enough. No reaction. He swallowed hard. Doctors had already run tests. They said to wait. They said babies grow at their own pace. They said not to worry yet. But Aaron worried every second. That night, after Claire went to bed, Aaron sat on the couch scrolling through his phone. He searched for answers. Delays. Therapy. Stories from other parents. He read until his eyes burned. Then something odd caught his attention. A local post. Someone needed to rehome a golden retriever. The photo showed a big dog with calm eyes and a thick golden coat. The dog was sitting still, not jumping, not barking. Just watching. Aaron stared at the picture longer than he meant to. He did not know why, but something about that dog felt different. He closed the phone and leaned back, staring at the ceiling. He felt foolish. A dog would not fix anything. A dog would not change what was happening. Still, the image stayed in his mind. The next morning, the house felt heavy again. Lily sat on the rug while Claire folded laundry. Aaron watched his daughter closely. He knelt and rolled a toy car in front of her. Nothing. He looked at Claire. "I want to try something." She glanced up. "What?" "There's a dog. A golden retriever. I think we should meet him." Claire froze. "A dog?" "I know how it sounds," Aaron said. "But I feel like maybe Lily needs something alive. Something calm. No pressure." Claire shook her head slowly. "Aaron, we can barely think straight right now. Bringing in a dog makes no sense." He did not argue. He just nodded. But later that day, when Claire took a nap with Lily, Aaron picked up his phone again. And he sent a message. By evening, he was in his car, driving across town, his heart beating fast, not knowing why. He told himself this meant nothing. He was wrong. The house was quiet when Aaron came back home. Too quiet. The kind of quiet that made every thought feel louder. Claire was sitting on the couch, Lily resting against her chest, eyes open but distant. Aaron set his keys down slowly. "I met the dog," he said. Claire looked up at him. She did not ask how it went. She already knew. "He's calm," Aaron continued. "Doesn't bark much. He just watches. Like he understands when to be gentle." Claire sighed and looked down at Lily. Aaron, this won't change who she is. I'm not trying to change her, he said. I just want to see if she notices. There was a long pause. Lily shifted slightly, her fingers still twisting her blanket. Claire finally spoke. If she gets scared, we stop. Right away. Aaron nodded. Of course. The next afternoon, the golden retriever arrived. His name was Cooper. He walked into the living room slowly, as if he already knew this was not a loud house. His nails clicked softly on the floor. His tail moved once, then stopped. Aaron watched Lily closely. At first, nothing happened. She sat on the rug, legs bent, blanket in her lap, eyes low like always. Cooper stood a few feet away and did not move. He did not bark. He did not step closer. Then Lily lifted her head. It was slow. Careful. Her eyes landed on Cooper and stayed there. Aaron felt his breath catch. Claire stood up straight. Aaron, she whispered. Look. Lily did not blink. Her eyes followed Cooper as he turned his head slightly. When he shifted his weight, her eyes moved with him. When his tail brushed the floor, her fingers tightened around the blanket. She's looking, Aaron said softly. She's really looking. Minutes passed. No one spoke. Cooper sat down. Lily leaned forward just a little. Aaron's heart began to pound. He had imagined many things, but not this. Not such focus. Not such stillness. Then Cooper made a sound. It was low and soft, almost like a breath with a voice in it. Lily's mouth opened. A sound came out. It was small. Uneven. But it was real. Claire gasped and pressed her hand to her lips. No, she whispered. Did you hear that? Cooper let out another low sound, calm and steady. Lily answered again. This time louder. Aaron dropped to his knees without thinking. His hands shook. His eyes filled before he could stop them. She's responding, he said. She's responding to him. Lily's face changed. Her eyes widened. Her lips pulled up, not quite a smile, but close. Very close. Then she laughed. It was short. Soft. But it rang through the room like a bell. Claire sank onto the couch, tears running down her face. Why him? She asked. Why the dog? Aaron watched Lily and Cooper, their eyes locked on each other. I don't know yet, he said. But I think we're about to find out. And in that moment, Aaron realized something had been missed all along. Something no doctor had thought to test. Something that would change everything. That night, Aaron could not sleep. He lay in bed staring at the ceiling, hearing Lily's small sounds replay over and over in his mind. They were not random. They were not accidents. She had answered Cooper. Beside him, Claire was awake too. He could tell by the way she kept turning. Say it, she finally whispered. I know you're thinking it. Aaron took a slow breath. What if she can't hear us? The words hung in the air. Claire sat up. She passed her hearing test at birth. I know, Aaron said. But something isn't right. She never reacts to voices. Never to music. Never to toys. But she reacted to him. Claire shook her head. Dogs don't talk. No, Aaron said. But they make lower sounds. Deeper sounds. Silence filled the room again. The next morning, Aaron tested something. Claire sat on the floor with Lily while Aaron stood behind her. He spoke Lily's name. Softly. Loudly. Nothing. Then he tapped a metal spoon against a bowl. Nothing. Cooper, lying nearby, lifted his head and let out a deep, gentle sound. Lily turned instantly. Claire's hands began to tremble. They called the doctor that same day. The appointment felt longer than any other before it. Lily sat in Claire's lap, staring past everyone like always. The doctor smiled kindly, but his eyes changed when Aaron explained everything. They ran more tests. Different ones this time. Aaron watched the screens. He did not understand them, but he understood the look on the doctor's face. After a long moment, the doctor turned to them. "Your daughter has a rare form of hearing loss," he said. "She cannot hear higher sounds well, especially voices. But she can hear very low sounds." Claire covered her mouth and began to cry. Aaron felt like the air had left the room. "She's not ignoring us," Claire said. "She never was." The doctor nodded. "She's been living in a quiet world." On the drive home, no one spoke. When they walked through the door, Cooper stood up and wagged his tail once. Lily looked at him and smiled wide this time. Aaron dropped his keys and knelt down. Tears streamed down his face as he laughed and cried at the same time. "She was never lost," he said. "She was just waiting. Waiting for a sound she could hear. Waiting for Cooper." Life did not change overnight, but it changed for real. The doctors explained everything in simple terms. Lily would need support. Special care. New ways to communicate. It would take time. It would take patience. But for the first time, Aaron and Claire were not afraid of the future. At home, Cooper became part of Lily's world. He stayed near her without crowding her. When he walked, she followed him with her eyes. When he lay down, she crawled closer. Every low sound he made brought a reaction. Aaron started to notice something else too. Lily did not just react to Cooper. She relaxed around him. Her shoulders dropped. Her breathing slowed. It was like she finally felt safe. One afternoon, Aaron sat on the floor while Cooper rested beside Lily. Aaron placed his hand on Cooper's chest and felt the deep rumble as the dog breathed. He gently guided Lily's small hand there too. Her eyes lit up. She felt it. The vibration. The rhythm. She laughed and pressed her palm harder. Claire watched from the doorway, tears quietly falling. "She's not broken," she said. "She just needed a different way in." They began therapy soon after. The therapist taught them how to use touch, movement, and low sounds to reach Lily. Progress came slowly, but it came. Weeks passed. Lily started making more sounds. She began to turn when she felt footsteps on the floor. She leaned into hugs instead of pulling away. One evening, Cooper let out a soft, deep sound while lying next to her. Lily looked at him and said something new. "Company." It was not perfect. It was not clear. But it was her first word. Aaron covered his face and cried again, this time without fear. Just relief. Cooper lifted his head and licked Lily's hand gently. And Lily laughed, louder than ever. Months later, the house sounded different. Not loud. Not chaotic. Just alive. Lily still did not hear the world the way others did, but she was no longer trapped inside silence. She had ways to connect now. Through touch. Through movement. Through the deep sound she could feel and hear. Cooper stayed by her side through all of it. When Lily sat on the floor, Cooper lay close enough that she could reach him. When he walked, she followed. When he rested his head on the rug, she leaned against him like he was part of her. Aaron often thought about that first day. The way Lily stared at Cooper without blinking. The way his heart had nearly stopped when she made that first sound. He understood it now. She had not been staring because she was curious. She had been staring because, for the first time in her life, something had reached her. One evening, Aaron sat on the couch watching Lily play. Cooper let out a low sound as he stretched. Lily turned, smiled, and crawled toward him. Then she turned back toward Aaron. She did not hear his voice clearly. But she saw him. She reached out her arms. Aaron's chest tightened as he lifted her up and held her close. He rested his forehead against hers and felt her small breath on his skin. "We see you," he whispered. And somehow, in her own way, she saw him too. If this story touched you, tell us in the comments. Would you have taken the same chance Aaron did? Yes or no? And if you believe dogs can change lives, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for listening.